Believing in yourself is the first step to building something great, and this week an inspiring event at Paul Quinn College is helping people do just that. Bet on Yourself brings together entrepreneurs, students, and community leaders for a powerful conversation. And here to tell us so much more about the event and how you too can create your own path is Boss Women Media CEO Marty McDonald. Good morning.
Good morning, Erin. So excited to be here with you.
So glad to have you here. So the event focuses on, like I said, entrepreneurship, empowerment. Tell us a little bit about what inspired you to want to bring this message to everyone else. Why did you want to get everybody else involved?
Oh my goodness. First of all, thank you for sharing. I have a new book called Audacious, and we are gifting 200 books to Paul Quinn students tomorrow, which I'm super excited about. This book is really a blueprint for students to see what's possible for themselves. For a student sitting in a place where they're trying to figure out, am I going to go get a corporate job? Am I going to be an entrepreneur? Am I going to take my side hustle to the next level, right? This book showcases the tools that they need, the mindset that they need, the affirmations that they need to speak to themselves, and the action that they need to take daily to make the career or life of their dreams happen, because it's all available to them if they decide to take it.
Yes, but you have to lean into that decision, right? And I like that you put reality on the spin of entrepreneurship, because I think a lot of the times you hear about entrepreneurship on social media and it's like everybody can do it, everybody can do this and do that, and it's like, okay, but there's real work behind this, you know? It's not just an 8-hour-a-day job, it turns into a 24-hour-a-day job, but it's not just about making money, you say, it's also about making that community impact. So what does that look like necessarily for you?
Well, tomorrow we get to go on Paul Quinn campus with Jalen Smith, a previous NFL player for the Dallas Cowboys. And he's really leaned into this next generation to say, I want you guys to see what's possible from my story. And then I get to walk alongside his story and give my insights from my experience and my story. And really, what we're showcasing to these students about building community is just being bold and courageous. Do we need some boldness right now?
Yes.
Do we need some courageous people to step up and lean in right now? And these students can be just that.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so the event will have a lot of great conversations, like you just said, and like you just touched on, but what do you hope people take away from this event? After they meet you and Jalen, what do you hope they walk away with?
I want them to walk away with possibility. When I saw someone who looked like me, who was sitting in a space that I wanted to be in, I then began to know it's possible for me. That's what we want to showcase to these students. We want to showcase possibility, and we want to showcase tactical actions that they can walk into. It's cool to be in an inspiring event. It's cool to be motivated, but we also give practical tools in this book that really helps them walk into, how do I craft my story? How do I pitch myself? How do I prepare for interviews and in spaces and places that I've never walked into? And so that's what they'll be able to walk away.
I like that you said that, though, because I think a lot of the times we go to these inspirational events, right? And it's like, believe in yourself. And it was like, girl, I was already doing that. Like, give me some real steps that I can put into action today. And it sounds like that's exactly what this book does, really puts them on the path and gives them the steps they need to actually make some real life difference in their own lives. And so can I say, if someone is watching right now and they have a dream or a business or maybe even a small business, but they can't figure out just how to get it to that next level, right? What would you say to them? What's one piece of advice that they can enact today to take them to that next step?
I would say that fear and vision can live together. When I left my corporate job when I was 32 years old, I carried a whole bunch of fear. I was afraid to leave. I was afraid to lose the paycheck. I was afraid of the unknown, right? But you know what else I carried? A whole bunch of vision. I believed in myself. I could see what I was building. I knew that it was possible for me. And so I want to tell the person who may be sitting in a place right now that feels really unknown, that vision and fear can coexist together. You just got to decide how you're going to manage your fears, and your vision definitely sits in the driver's seat. It drives you forward. Fear is always going to be a part of the process. You just got to manage fear in a way that works for whatever the fears of the rejection, the unknown, all of the things that come up that fear likes to take, captive in your life. You just got to know how to figure out how to manage those fears, how to push them down, how to talk back to them.
Just do it. Do it scared. There we go. I like it. Tell me who, what, when, where, why for the event, all the things so that we can be in attendance as well.
Yes. So Paul Quinn College, November the 4th, Tuesday, November the 4th, we're getting to connect and unite with so many incredible students on their campus. And it's at 11:30, and I'm super excited to be there with Jalen Smith.
Very, very good. Well, thank you so much for being here, Marty, and sharing your knowledge with us so we can enact it in our own lives. And like she said, you guys bet on yourself. The conversation starts tomorrow. All you have to do is show up. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Erin.